Welcome one and all. I am Dhananjay Pise, working as a assistant professor in Department of Engineering Sciences, AISSMS Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Today we are going to see the introduction to vapor compression cycle and refrigerator. This topic is from course subject in mechanic systems in mechanical engineering for first year engineering students. Refrigeration, it is a process of maintaining the temperature of the space or body below the temperature of the surroundings. That is, refrigeration means cooling process. It is a process of removing the heat from a low temperature region and rejecting it to the surroundings. So basically refrigeration, it is working on the second law of thermodynamics, that is Clausius statement, wherein refrigeration uses some external input as a work to take out the heat from a low temperature body and reject it to high temperature body, so that the low temperature will be reduced again for the body. The coefficient of performance for the refrigeration can be calculated as desired effect upon work input. So here Q2 is the desired effect, that means heat taken from the low temperature body divided by work input as W. So Q2 divided by W, so W is equal to Q1 minus Q2. So COP of the refrigeration can be calculated as Q2 by W, or Q2 divided by Q1 minus Q2. So here we are calculating the coefficient of performance for the refrigerator. For the engines, we are calculating the efficiency, whereas for the refrigerator, we have to calculate the coefficient of performance. Application and the refrigerant used in the refrigeration systems. Refrigeration is used in many industrial processes like pharmaceutical or domestic industries or food industries. It can be used for the preservation of goods, food, then medicines. The refrigeration system is also used for providing the comfortable environment, that is our AC. The refrigerant, that is working media which is used in the refrigeration system, is called as a refrigerant. The R12, R22, R134A, NH3, CO2, methane, propane, butane, or ammonia. These are the refrigerants which are used for the refrigeration system. Now, the working principle of the refrigeration system is based on the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So, here you can see the operating cycle, that is VCC, or it can be also called as a VCR cycle. So it contains are the condenser, then throttle valve, evaporator, compressors. It is working as the low pressure vapor refrigerant is passed through the compressor and it is converted into the high pressure vapor refrigerant. Then it is passed through the condenser, where is it absorb the heat and get converted into the liquid form. So at the out of the condenser we are having high pressure liquid refrigerant. Then it is passed through the throttle bar, where it is converted into the low pressure liquid refrigerant. Then it is passed to the evaporator, wherein it absorbs the heat and it is converted into the low pressure vapor refrigerant. Evaporator means your low temperature body, whereas here we have the surrounding. Here it is the refrigerated space. It is absorbing the heat inside the evaporator, whereas in the condenser it rejects the heat to the surrounding. So this vapor compression refrigeration cycle is used in our domestic or all refrigerators. So we'll see how it is working. So here you can see the domestic refrigerator. You can see the coils at the back side of the refrigerator. Okay, so these are the condenser coils, and at the top side, that means the freezer section, there we have the evaporator coils. At the bottom you can see the black colored cylindrical part, so it is called as a compressor. And here we have the kitchen air. So it is same as working VCR cycle. So here high pressure, high temperature gaseous state liquid is passed through the condenser, where it rejects the heat and it get converted into high pressure low temperature liquid. Then through the receiving tank and capillary tube it is converted into the low pressure low temperature liquid state, and then it is passed through the evaporator. Evaporator means our freezing section, wherein it absorbs the heat from the freezing section and it cools down the temperature of the freezer. Then it is passed through the outside of the evaporator, wherein low pressure low temperature gaseous state refrigeration is formed. Because of the absorption of the heat, the liquid refrigerant is converted into the gaseous form. Then it passes through the compressor, and again the cycle continues as high pressure high temperature gaseous state liquid. Then it is refrigerant. It is passing through the condenser. It get converted into high pressure low temperature liquid through the capillary tube. It is converted into the low pressure low temperature liquid state, and then it is passing through the evaporator, wherein it absorbs the heat and cools down the freezer section. And because of the absorption of the heat it get converted into low pressure low temperature gaseous state, and so on. So this VCR cycle is used in our domestic refrigeration. Thank you.